In our modern world, power is no longer just about armies, money, or land. A new kind of power has emerged, operating silently in the shadows of our digital lives. This power belongs to hackers. They can access your deepest secrets, control your devices, and bring a nation to its knees. The world of hacking is a massive global economy, valued at over $10 trillion. That would make it the third largest economy on Earth, trailing only the United States and China. They can shut down our power grids, contaminate our water supplies, and empty our bank accounts without ever leaving their chairs. Hacking is more than just a skill, it is a modern-day superpower. In a world built on information, the ability to control that information is the ultimate form of influence. Think of data as the new oil. It fuels our economy, our governments, and our daily lives. Hackers can drill for this oil, steal it, or set it on fire. This makes them incredibly valuable to anyone who wants an advantage. Corporations hire hackers to gain an edge. They seek insider information and ways to disrupt rivals' operations. Corporate espionage, secrets bought and sold. The value of hacking goes beyond corporations. Criminals see a direct path to wealth. They steal login details for bank accounts, create fake websites to trick people, and hold companies' data for ransom. Ransomware attacks can net millions. Targets aren't just big companies. Individuals are at risk every day. Personal information, social security numbers, home addresses is sold on the dark web. It's used for identity theft, financial fraud, and other devastating crimes. Governments know hacking has strategic value. National power now includes cyber capabilities. Countries build teams to conduct espionage, steal intellectual property, and develop cyber weapons that can cripple infrastructure. Imagine an attack that shuts down the electrical grid, causing blackouts and chaos. Imagine an attack that takes over a water treatment plant, poisoning millions. These are real threats governments prepare for. Hackers, good and bad, are in high demand. The same skills can build and protect, or tear down and destroy. Ethical hackers find weaknesses to fix them, while criminal hackers exploit those weaknesses to steal and harm. Their choices have global consequences. Hacking is a superpower, used for good or evil, and the battle for it defines our time. To understand the threat, you need to understand the tools and methods hackers use to infiltrate our digital lives. One of the most terrifying tools is the Remote Access Trojan, or RAT. This malicious software can be tricked onto your computer. Once installed, the hacker has complete control. They can see everything on your screen, listen through your microphone, and watch you through your webcam, all without you ever knowing. They can access all your files, steal passwords as you type, and use your computer to attack others. It takes a skilled hacker less than 5 minutes to build and deploy one of these Trojans. Another common method is exploiting data breaches. Every time you sign up for a website, you entrust that company with your personal information, your email address, password, sometimes even your home address or financial details. When hackers attack major companies like MyFitnessPal or Yelp, they steal massive databases of user information. They then sell this data on the dark web or use it themselves. Even old passwords can be used to try logging into your other accounts, hoping you reuse the same password elsewhere. This is how one small breach can compromise your entire digital identity. Ransomware is another powerful weapon, and its use is exploding. Hackers break into company networks and encrypt all important files, making them completely inaccessible. They demand large payments, usually in cryptocurrency, in exchange for the decryption key. If companies don't pay, their data could be lost forever, or worse, leaked publicly. This puts companies in an impossible position, often forcing them to pay millions to get back online. Finally, hackers are masters of social engineering, the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information. This can be as simple as a phishing email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to click a link and enter your password, or sophisticated scams like pig butchering, where criminals build fake relationships on dating apps over weeks or months. They gain victims' trust, then convince them to invest life savings into fraudulent cryptocurrency websites. These methods prey on human psychology. The weakest link in any security system is often the person using it. Their skills are so valuable they are sought by the biggest companies in the world and by the most dangerous criminal organizations. The line between right and wrong is blurry in this digital battlefield, where today's hero can be tomorrow's villain. This invisible conflict is escalating every day. Nations are quietly building armies of state-sponsored hackers, turning cyberspace into the next great battlefield. Many experts believe the United States is falling behind. Other countries pour resources into cyber offense capabilities while America's infrastructure remains dangerously vulnerable. We are connected in more ways than ever before, but each connection is a potential doorway for an attacker. The technology that runs our lives, from our phones to our hospitals, could be turned against us in an instant. The threat is no longer theoretical. It is here, and it is growing. Understanding this threat is the first step toward defending against it. In this investigation, we will pull back the curtain on the secret world of hackers. We will meet people on both sides of the law, those who fight to protect us and those who seek to cause chaos. Most importantly, you will discover what's at stake for your identity, your finances, and your country. The digital war has already begun, and unless we act now, we may not survive what is coming next. The digital threats we face are no longer just from individual criminals. We are in the midst of a global cyber war. Nations are building powerful armies of state-sponsored hackers. Cyberspace is a new domain of warfare, like land, sea, and air. These groups wage constant, low-level conflict, stealing state secrets, intellectual property, and probing critical infrastructure. This war is fought not with bombs and bullets, but with keyboards and code. The United States is at risk of falling behind. Countries like China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea are building massive cyber capabilities. China is believed to have a massive state-employed hacker force running large-scale economic espionage. They steal technology and trade secrets from defense contractors and the U.S. Patent Office. This theft undermines competitiveness, costing billions each year. The threat goes beyond economic espionage. State-sponsored hackers target critical infrastructure. Imagine foreign powers shutting down our power grid, disrupting financial markets, or interfering with elections. These are not hypothetical. Hackers have already penetrated these systems. The conflict in Ukraine showed this, with Russian attacks on Ukrainian power grids and government services. This is hybrid warfare. Conventional military action plus crippling cyber attacks to sow chaos and confusion. The U.S. has talented hackers, but defenses aren't keeping pace. Our digitized, interconnected society is a target-rich environment. Our open society can hinder centralized cyber strategies seen in authoritarian states. As this battlefield evolves, America's global leadership is at stake. If we don't secure our digital borders, we risk being outmaneuvered by adversaries who have prepared for years. In an effort to combat cybercrime, governments introduced new laws designed to protect us. But hackers turned these protections into advantages. They know that stealing and threatening to leak company data creates not only data loss, but potential multi-million-dollar fines. This gives hackers incredible leverage, creating a booming ransomware economy. Cyber insurance was meant to help, but ransomware groups now target companies with specific policies, demanding ransoms that match coverage limits. They know insurers will likely pay, guaranteeing profits and fueling more attacks. The systems built to protect us are now tools for hackers to guarantee profits. The solution to this growing crisis may not be what you expect. It isn't just about building better firewalls or creating stricter laws. The most powerful weapon in the fight against bad hackers is good hackers. The key is creating a system where the smartest individuals are incentivized to work for us, not against us. This means making ethical hacking more attractive, more lucrative, and more accessible than a life of cybercrime. Many hackers who start in the black hat world eventually make the switch after seeing friends arrested and realizing crime isn't sustainable. The market for ethical hackers is booming. Companies pay top dollar for protection, and bug bounty programs offer huge rewards. For some, motivation goes beyond money. Ethical hackers like Ryan Montgomery dedicate time to combating child exploitation and human trafficking. They use their superpower for a greater purpose, to protect the most vulnerable. While governments and corporations battle on the global stage, the fight also takes place on a personal level. You don't need to be an expert to protect yourself. There are simple, practical steps you can take today to make yourself a much harder target for criminals. First, practice good password hygiene. Never reuse passwords across multiple websites. Use a password manager to generate and store unique, strong passwords. Second, enable two-factor authentication on all important accounts. This adds a crucial second layer of security. Even if hackers steal your password, they won't be able to log in without access to your phone or security key. Finally, be skeptical of unsolicited messages and keep software updated. Many hacks succeed through simple human error. Updates frequently contain critical security patches that fix vulnerabilities discovered by white hat hackers. By creating opportunities, offering better pay, and appealing to purpose, we can recruit the best minds to our side. The most effective way to defend America is ensuring our army of guardians is stronger, smarter, and more motivated than the army of criminals. Your digital life is your responsibility, and staying one step ahead is the name of the game. The digital war has already begun. The question is, will we be ready for what comes next? The future of our security, our economy, and our way of life depends on the choices we make today. In this battle of bytes and code, we must ensure the good guys win.